時にはロビーでのんびりするだけでも結構楽しいものだと思うぞ。俺の手に入れたらかっこよく飾ってほしいな。楽しい試合になるといいな。
Let's do a bit of Grand Blue.
Grimner, Gita, Avatar Belia. Grimner versus Belia. Here begins Fate's episode. Ua versus Grimner. Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Hello? 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 Shout out to game one, round one, having multiple attempting to reconnects, and someone who just started off AFK. Okay, that's a start. That's a start to the day. That was good, Argana.
Here begins Fate's episode. Ua versus Grimner.
Back-to-back ULs.
Believe in victory.
That's interesting.
Battle 1. Engage.
Good patience. Nope. Nope.
Battle 2. Engage.
Ugh. I could've. don't think so. I was gonna say I could have killed the better combo. I wasn't expecting to do that much damage. But it killed anyway, so it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
It was ready for the Arcsys announcement tomorrow. Or announcements with an S, I should say. How's everything? Everything's alright. It was a annoying morning, but it was worth it, so all good. How about you? How's it going? There we go.
Battle 2.
My mic more right. That was good, vegan. Appreciate the follow there, Shade. Sorry, give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Was moving my mic over. So I love insurance companies. Email me in the middle of the night about AOB. I go and look, it says rejected on your last thought of it, so I don't. I know some of that's on usage is expensive for 3 less. So you were rejected because you owed something, but then as it turns out, they owed you money? Is that what I'm reading here? That sounds odd. And I'm doing alright, Vegan. How about you? How you doing? I had a very eventful morning and then a very uneventful rest of the day, so hopefully tomorrow we all have a very eventful evening. So hopefully Arcsys gives us something good and something good. Although unfortunately we're probably not hoping for any Grand Blue news because that's probably gotta wait till Evo.
Grimner versus UL.
They could technically give us the wellness teaser, I guess, tomorrow. But how is this the third? Never thought I'd say these words. But are there only UL players online? Never thought I'd say those words. This is legitimately the third match since I started stream, and all 3 have been ULs. Never thought I'd say those words. When is Evo? 5 weeks. August 1st through 3rd. Yeah, so Evo's right around the corner. Oh, what the fuck? That's not what I wanted. Shout out to a shit ton of rollback at the end there. My lord.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Is that why the shit just started? Jesus Christ! We're not hoping for anything for Arcs today. Preview mentioned and the last time they talked about it, we got Strive lobbies. You're forever haunted by Strive lobbies, huh? I don't know why I did this. That was a connection of all time at moments, to say the least. Degree of Reverend. So you're agreeing with Reverend that you are not looking forward to the Arcsys thing tomorrow because Strive lobbies could happen again. Oh, it is a possibility. Yeah, I can't say anything. It is indeed a possibility. My bet's still on a new Blaze Blue, but that's still my bet. So there's no way we're getting another tag, right? Like, there's zero chance Arcsys is going to announce a second freaking tag fighter, right? So it's like, they're not going to magically show up with BB Tag 2 or Dragon Ball Fighters 2 or some shit tomorrow, right? So, or freaking Persona Arena 2 or some shit like that. Or Persona Arena Tag 2, but I don't even know. Like, there's no way we're getting another tag, right?
Grimner versus UL. Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Right now it's a Grand Blue tag fighter. Oh god. Yeah, shout out to the B-Pop being a freaking Materi Ferret player. Team double zoning. Ole. Yeah, so no, how about we just don't get another tag fighter? Arcsys already is working on one. They totally didn't need to make another. They totally aren't working on another, right? Please, no. We've already got like 6. We don't need another one. Okay. We legitimately have fucking like 6 tag fighters currently in the works. I don't even know. I know one of the reason behind one of them because I know the person. Actually, because it turns out I actually know the person making it. The reason why they made it is because there were no tag fighters out, and so they decided to make their own tag fighter to try to take over the place that Dragon Ball left behind. But of course they were working. Of course, he started working on that and making that long before he found out about the apparent freaking renaissance of tag fighters we're getting. Yeah, I have no idea about Invincible. I got no idea about Marvel Tokon. I got no freaking clue what the idea was with any of those. I know I can only say for at least for one of them, he started making it in order to fill the genre that Dragon Ball FighterZ left behind. Like I said, who would have guessed that we'd be getting friggin' like 5 or 6 tag fighters all at once? Who the hell saw that coming? That's quite legendary, quite. Now the question is, will any of these tag fighters become the next Dragon Ball fighters? One with an organ. Interesting name. Thanks for the follow though. Yo, your Grimnir guy is awesome. Appreciate that, man. Glad you enjoyed it. Hope it helped. Sorry all the fuzzies are gone though. Combos still work, but you just don't get the fuzzy anymore. It's unfortunate, but side game. But that was. Okay, I know the last 3 have all been the same. UL. But this is seriously 5 for 5 on fighting ULs. My God, man. Probably not. At best, you can hope for a willingness teaser. That's probably the best you can hope for, because we're going to get the official Wilderness trailer at Evo. Oh, wait. So at best you can hope for a Wilderness teaser, but that's literally all you can. That's literally the best you can hope for, unless they want to shock the world and give us the official Wilderness trailer and release date, and then at Evo give us the teaser for Meg instead. But now they're going to wait to give us the full trailer. If anything, we might still get the teaser for Meg at Evo, because remember, if you guys remember last year, Evo gave us the full trailer for Versusia. They gave us the teaser for Vicola, and they gave us the first screenshot of Sandalphon. So it wouldn't surprise me if at Evo we're going to get the teaser for Meg on top of the full trailer for Wilderness. But that's just making me assume we're not going to get anything Granblue related tomorrow, except for maybe some more info on the World Tour to clear up the confusion I still have about how the heck the top cut's going to work. So at this point now we now know that they're going full Tekken mode, and giving everyone who qualified a second shot at making groups, even if they drown in pools. That being said, though, I still have no idea how they're going to turn 16 players down to 8 plus 2, or a number plus 2 to get to 8, or what number they're going to try and hit. I still have no idea how they're going to do that. So I would love for them to explain that part tomorrow. Save me the headache I've been having literally all day today trying to think about it since they announced that the people who don't make it out of groups are going to be able to enter the LCQ to try to qualify for the final cuts. Elsa's going to be January, February. Elsa is winter 26. Did you kill Overseer last night? Yes. It's okay matching it's nothing but Lancelot while playing Lancelot. Oh yeah, I'm sure you had fun with that mirror match. Everyone dashing all over the place. Ah, so yeah, I guess you missed that. Let me grab that tweet real fast so I can show you. Part of the finals for Guilty Gear Strive and Grim Rising were participated by 16 winners of the AWT qualifiers, including the winner of the LCQ. First stage takes place before the LCQ this time, and players who are eliminated during the first stage earn the right to join the LCQ. And then the LCQ is the same basically as a typical LCQ, where for them the top 2 qualifiers will make it out and basically move to the top cuts or the knockout stage. That I doubled. We tried Andy yesterday. So basically what I think happened was this last finals Tekken actually did this, where they did groups, and then the losers, or the people who didn't make it out of their groups, went into the LCQ to try to get a spot into the top cut. You can think of it as double losers. You can think of it as a last chance qualifier or a second chance qualifier for the players who don't quite make it, basically giving them a second chance to make it to the top cuts. So let's just say, for example, I'm in a group with BSG, BPA, Coco. All right, Brandon, all right. Who
thought this was okay?
Okay. BSG and BPOM make it out of groups. Me and Coco are eliminated. Rather than being knocked down the tournament fully at 9th and 13th place, we instead basically get our names thrown into the LCQ instead. And if me and Coco finish first and second in the LCQ, then we qualify for the final bracket. That's basically how this works. Again, how they're going to do this and get any number of players that make sense, I don't know. I just don't know. They could do 2 groups of 8 where top 3 make it out. That would not work at all. But hey, they could. Otherwise, I got no freaking clue how they're going to do this and end up with 6 players in order to end up having 8 total after the LCQ. I don't know. Or maybe they'll do Swiss, where 6 players will make it out. That's honestly probably the more likely option, I guess, is for them to do a Swiss format and where the top 6 players make it. But maybe we'll find that out. Maybe we'll find out that tomorrow, so I can stop thinking about it. But yeah. So I tried Andy, and His combos are cool. His demon flip is neat. His projectile is fast, which is nice. Issue is his DP break, and thereby his DP are terrible. No horizontal range whatsoever. So getting combos with him and at all
thought this was okay?
at all outside the corner pretty much is really, really annoying. And yeah, no, you basically, and why I say January, February is because Elsa, I'm pretty sure, is supposed to be winter. So winter basically meaning January, February. Because that's, or at least that's what I'm assuming it means. So yeah, January, February for Elsa. The fall or autumn for Meg, and then the summer, of course, for Wilderness. So like I said, we'll get to Wilderness. We'll see what's going on with him more than likely at Evo. Sorry, give me 1 second. That is original timing. Do you have a major offline in November so you can't use her? Probably not. More than likely, Meg's going to come out probably around... Oh, you mean Elsa. Yeah, oh, yeah, never mind. I meant Elsa, then yeah, definitely not. Meg is a maybe. She might come out October-ish, because that's when Vicula came out. But Elsa, definitely not, though. Okay, sorry about that. Someone made a request on Metafy for tomorrow at basically the exact time that I cannot do it at.
Here begins Fate's episode. Grimner versus UL.
There are only ULs playing. There's legitimately only ULs playing this game right now. What the hell? A laggy one. This is what, 6 for 6? 7 for 7? Unless I'm planning on going up against Gucci sometime soon, and I'm not sure. This probably isn't the best practice. And also then I am not fully sure how it went for I'm not sure exactly how it went for Tekken. What I do know though, the LCQ was fire. So it went well from that perspective. Nah, it doesn't work with it. Sorry, Shade, your connection's kind of ass, man.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage. Great.
Jesus. Jesus.
Battle 2. Engage. Marvelous.
青蘭のごとき気持ちのいい勝利だ。千年語られる伝説の戦い、俺の風。
Oh, you mean like when I do the down up, or you mean when I do this? Next to nobody. And I'll honestly, next to nobody ever walks out on that.
Here begins Fate's episode. Grimner versus Beatrix.
Finally, not a UL.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Holy crap. First freaking time tonight. In 40 minutes. This is my first non-UL.
Battle 2.
Instead of writing free. Hey, I'm not saying I'd rather fight Beatrix than UO, but at the same time, this is better. This is most definitely better practice. So I'm far more likely to run into a Beatrix in any kind of tournament than I am a UL. Like I said, unless Gucci's at the tournament. Yeah, technically not always. If he goes down and if he goes up but then back down and back up fast enough, or up and then back down fast enough, technically can catch you trying to walk out. But that is a very specific situation, and one that not many Grimnirs ever go for. I hate you, Beatrix. No. Yes, I mashed spin on my negative frames. No, there is no reason for it other than to be funny. And there's even less reason for it to abort. Your guess is as good as mine. Quite literally, the only reason it worked is the only reason it would ever work is if he did the exact thing he just did. And I messed up. Hey, missed. But it didn't let me get up. That's mean. The only negative, you're a coward. Well, unfortunately, there have been multiple situations where I have been plus, my opponent has mashed, and I have lost. So most situations, that is definitely not true. Some situations, it is more true than it ever should be. Yeah, unfortunately, whenever my opponent mashes 6XL, 6XL, 6XL over and over again, it's probably about 90-something% of the time when I decide to mash to beat the 6XL spam, that's the one time they decide to go for not 6XL, and I just melt. Support Zane FGC by disabling ad block. What's up, episode?
Here begins Fate's episode. Beatrix.
And round 2, Niente.
Grimner. Believe in
Right.
Battle 1.
Is it coming or is it canceled?
Great. Great.
And Riot has kind of made me hesitant to believe any company that says anything without a release date.
Battle 3. Engage. Great. Excellent. Great. Great. Great.
And we wonder why people complain about how much damage Grimnir does.
Believe in victory.
Welcome back, Zambi.
1. Engage.
Oh yeah, Zambi. I ended up. By the way, I ended up beating one Liza P boss the other day. I am sorry to tell you. And as for how it'd be okay. It'd be okay. Had a very eventful morning, and then a very uneventful rest of the day. I had to drive to LA at like 7:30 a.m. Mid-air 2-2H can be good for baiting 2H and near attempts against some characters. Against others, it's just asking to die. But yes, that's one of the reasons why I 2-2H up here when I do Saranokis. Bait out people that'll just mash 2-2H and bait out people who just auto time throw tech. As stupid as that sounds, some people actually do fall for it. Yeah, because the people know you're going to do this, they're going to look for it, and then after you go for the dash forward, if you do go for dash forward, that's when you're going to get 2H'd. And then if you dash downwards and they block it, then well, technically it's not that bad if they don't do anything, because then you can always go for the delayed dash. So that part can be good. That part can be good too. So it's not that it's bad. It's just you just don't want to spam it because people will just anti-air you. People will just walk out of the corner and just leave you stuck there instead. So some people will do things like that. So good to do, just not all the time. Hey, when I do this, some people do, okay? When I do this specifically, some people do walk out of the corner.
Here begins Fate's episode.
Yeah, Aqua's like begging for people to learn the matchup because he's tired of watching me get away with things.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Yeah.
Engage. Battle 2. Engage.
Well, at least for once, Aqua's not blaming me for the fact that Grimnir's getting nerfed. He's blaming the fact that people are dumb. So I feel slightly better now. Or maybe he's still blaming me. He's just blaming me for showing that people are dumb. I don't know. Also, what's up, Yobu?
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Yay! That's fair. I still remember a comment on the Twitch stream for a CEO. When BSG or when it was in the middle of game 2 for me versus BSG, someone in the chat was like, dude, you have to lose one at some point if you don't want Grimnir to get nerfed. I know Grimnir together. Sorry, he's like he's telling BSG you gotta lose at least one game, or if you don't want Vasaraga to get nerfed. Since up to that point he hadn't lost a single game in top 8. Okay, that was funny. I don't think we would get an EX color if I won Evo. And I don't know if that's true or not. That I assume it's was it a thing that if you won Evo that if you won Evo your character got the next skin, or was that just mere coincidence? Yeah, I decided to go for a kill with sweep, but because her super put her off the ground, my sweep missed. Question is, would they actually play Grimnir? That's the big question. Would they actually play Grimnir if I won Evo?
Oh, the fist. Sometimes you get fisted mid-screen. I get it. Straight up catches you. Oh, the fist. Sometimes you get fisted mid-screen. I get it. Straight up.
Shout out to Lennox on commentary for that, I guess. So that's why you want people to try and pick up Grimnir, so that way you can try and get free wins on people. I thought Grimnir had a Valentine's thing. The dark version of him is literally just him with dark armor. But yeah, he's got a Valentine's Day outfit. Yeah, the dark one is literally just a recolor of his regular armor. But his Valentine's Day one is different. Yes, it is. They add that as a skin. I'll at least consider I'll at least consider asking Miss Valentine how much a wig and colored contacts would cost. Then I literally just show up to a tournament with the wig, the contacts, and the snazzy suit. Well, wait. Alright, I need pointed ears. I have a feeling that would be the easiest part, though. Oh, how was that? Sure,
Battle 2. Engage.
Sounds good. Go enjoy, Reverend. We'll be here. No escape. Gotcha, bitch.
Battle 3. Engage.
I hit you, no escape. Damn, alright. Actually, I'll block easily.
Victory. Battle 1. Engage.
How am I not gonna close them? I wanted to age, but double talk.
Battle 2.
nothing all that specific. And basically, for the most part, I was just able to lock him down from the start of the match, and then I just never let him go from there. And then it was just a whole bunch of just ended up basically from there being a whole bunch of just take the throw pretty much. Basically, when he's stomping, and he's too close, take the throw, and then just try to get. Once he does something that allows you to BC or gives you space, do that. I pretty much just basically did that for most of the set.
Here begins phase
Oh, you mean the one in the corner? Try to get people to bring to BC.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
And it's a way to go. And it's a way to get. And it's basically it's a safe Oki since without seals of that I don't really have a good way to set up a safe jump. So I would just do nothing and then just try to media button. That works too. But the tornado sets up some annoying things for the opponent basically. Potentially block a BC, or if they sit there and do nothing, then I can either go for a press, I can go for a seal, I can go for a jump seal. Yeah, well, if I go for a light or a medium one, then yes they'll still have to block it, but they're not going to BC a one hit tornado, and I'm pretty much not really going to be. Where with EX it gives them lots of time to think I'm going to do something, and then make them want to BC. Or at least that's the thought process that I've made up for myself to make doing that make sense. It's basically a safe jump without jump. Basically, the idea of it's a safe jump without jumping, since I don't have seals in order to set up a safe jump. Oh shit! That actually hit him.
Battle 2. Engage.
I do get why you're asking though, because if all I cared about was the safe jump, then it would make sense to just do light or medium, since they wouldn't be able to, since I would literally just hold block anyways. So I do get why you're asking. And then typically off it, I'll either just go for a low, or I'll go low into a tick throw, or I'll just throw, or we'll do walk forward, jump seal. Since typically by that point, the seal cooldown is either up or close. And if it's not, then yeah, it typically just ends up being a throw or a strike, or a throw or bun.
Here begins fate's
Get people to try and mash, get people to try to BC, get people to try attack throws. Just ends up being a bunch of stuff pretty much that people could do, but most of the time ends up being in a Grimnir favorite situation. Which, when not going for a mix-up, is basically what we would want anyways. Or again, at least that's my thought processes. There's a good chance I'm just wasting a move again. Your grenade is good.
Battle 2. Engage.
Close off of that. Yeah, I know. You're much more in on the you're much more in on the tornadoes there, on tornado than I am. I shouldn't say I'm not in on the tornado, just not to the extreme that you are. Where you use the tornado for everything, and I use the steals for everything. That's our preference as players, I think.
Battle 3. Engage.
That being said, though, I might start doing medium. So if anything, people do look to possibly BC that, then there's a chance that I could bait out a potential raging strike from it. Look. I hate you, no escape. What a challenge.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
She just took at me. Okay. Why do I do things? Goodbye, cruel world. Never mind. Yeah, I think I'll just stick with it. I think I'll just stick with my EX game plan. How the hell does that reach from up there?
Battle 1. Engage. Nice. Our character fucking sucks, Aqua. Seriously, our character fucking sucks. What's up, Gaba? Wedding? Feeling better, Reverend? GG's, Jita. I'll see you in a couple weeks, alright? Here begins Fate's episode. Uno versus Grimner.
Yep.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
What's up, Aaron?
Engage.
When is Gamo? Teleport, fair enough. Then yeah, I guess you gotta do that first.
Battle 2. Engage.
Aaron, I decided screw. I'm just going to hard focus Grimnir for Evo. I'm just going to try and be good enough to be the first Grimnir to actually beat the Japanese players. I will study, I will lab, and I'm just going to try and be better. I'm tired of trying to force myself to play characters I don't want to play.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Send Alphon. I thought you were all in on the Wayne. Also, Gaba. To be fair, if we said anything about Belial dating our daughters, Belial would literally kill us. Why'd I do that? Okay, he'd kill me. He'd probably. I don't think my replica of Zoro's sword is going to help me much against a Belial. Belial came after me. Send-Alphon does look cool, but as someone who notoriously hates or who notoriously doesn't like Shotos, every time I try Sandy again, I realize or I remember why I don't play Sandy. His 2M is solid. And Aqua, if you ask Japan, then yes, broken ass. Then yes, broken ass. Then it'd be broken ass and Alphon. Fang Niru, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. But yeah, sadly, Aaron, not all of us can have Lil Wayne's 2M.
Grimnir versus Fairy. Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Every time I do that, Aqua screams internally.
Battle 2. Engage. Great.
Well, I know. Well, I know you're not. Well, I know you're not screaming at me because it works when I do it.
Battle 1. Engage.
It's kind of like the opposite of. It's basically kind of like the opposite of what Tega was always screaming about. Why is it when I watch every other Lil player do this, it works, but when I do it, they mash. Where's my 2H?
Battle 2. Engage. Excellent.
I said this before, and I still stand by it. I think Lil Wayne's like the strongest joke character around. For Xbox.
Battle 3. Engage.
I mean, fair. It is Sony's Spider-Man. That's way too low. Look. And then Marvel Games is just there.
してやる。腕がうずいているんだ。殺してやる。
Here begins Fate's episode. Grimner versus Eustace.
Man, how'd you do?
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
I thought not.
Straight. Battle 2. Engage.
It is what it is, man. When it comes to fighting games, the safest bet will more than likely always be PC and PlayStation.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage. Battle 2. Engage. Excellent. Great. Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage. Excellent.
shot that nigga two-way star. Oh, just ready to see some honest mid-tier damage. Pure and honest mid-tier damage.
どうだ再生かもしってるか普段寡黙なやつ 腕がうずいているんだ 殺してやる腕がうずいているんだ
Here begins Fate's episode. Eustace
Did it again?
versus
Yeah.
Grimner. Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Hey, you're technically coming up. You're technically coming out positive against me since you're getting more points for the wins than 2 losses.
Excellent.
Yo, Trunks with the 37 months. Appreciate that, Trunks.
Battle 2. Engage.
So congrats on to you. Appreciate that, Razzle. And yes, Aqua, I am well aware I could have killed there. How you doing though, Trunks? You finally not sick, brother? Yes.
Battle 3. Engage.
Yes, I do. No comment? Of course you are.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Yeah, appreciate it. How you doing there, Razzle? And yeah, well, over 3 years, still over 3 years and counting there, Trunks. God damn. See, this time I waited because that exact same situation happened earlier and I got hit by that radio trigger. It's funny how often that exact situation happens. I'm pretty sure that that literal exact same thing just happened again, like happened against PSG at the final CEO. Yeah, I will pause it so you can go find someone else, okay, Jita? Damn, she told you, Aqua. Aaron, at this point, man, I think you just need to figure out what you want to do for the for Evo and figure it out, and then just do that. So I think all the indecision is going to end up hurting you when Evo actually comes around. Which is the most important thing. That was a good Shingami. I am actually be right back. Chair FGC. And it goes alright, Shingani. How about you? How you doing? Have you with the new 802.0? They don't care that much. Not gonna lie. I think it's good. I like the idea, just like how I liked it when Tekken did this last year. It was a neat idea. It's a way to make the LCQ even more interesting than it already was. That being said, though, I still don't really understand how they're going to get to the top cut number. If you know, I would love to hear it, because I still can't figure it out. And as far as I could tell, they didn't put that in the list of rules. You go away. Well, sorry. No clue? Okay, at least I'm not the only one then. So I, for the life of me, cannot figure out how the heck they're going to get to 8 from 18 people, even if you add 2 of them back. If you add 2 back from the 16, it's like, how on earth are they going to end up with 8 people for top cuts?
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
My best guess is that they're actually going to do a Swiss format, and they're going to end up with 6 people. Or they do 2 groups of 8, so that's going. Or they're going to do 2 groups of 8. That's going to have the top 3 make it out each. Or they can they can. Or they could end up doing 4 groups of 4, where the actually no, that wouldn't work either. Best I can figure out is that they gotta either get to 10 people before the LCQ or 6 people before the LCQ. I'm not fully sure what their plan is to get to that point. That was the Avatar illustration, the April Fool's one. It was a grunge. Yeah, if anything, Aaron, obviously you don't have to worry about it since you're just going to win Evo again. But in the basically impossible chance you don't, that is basically it is going to make your trip through the LCQ slightly more difficult. How's the night session going? We started off the day with 7 straight UL matches. Then we ran into Niantic twice. Then we ran into Jita like 3 times. So not the most amount of people playing at this time of night. But it's going okay. Niantic's the only one that's beating me so far. The clock. And Jita's only the second. And Jita's only the second person today to take any games off me. That should be one of the most stats calls. Yeah. Yeah. I better hope if I qualify, I don't drown in groups again. No, it was actually I think four different UL players. Good luck with the showcase tomorrow. Appreciate that, Chris, and appreciate the 14 months. Hope you're doing well. Fingers crossed for something interesting tomorrow. Huh? Kind of, because I qualified as I put it when we were eating after the first day of finals. I went to the finals just to get my butt kicked in groups. So yeah, it kind of is drowning.
Here begins Fate's episode.
I lost in Zippy made out.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Random Zippy stray, but Zippy was playing freaking Sandalphon, who had just come out like less than a month prior. Not sure.
Battle 2. Engage.
He's gutting me right now, though.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage. Great.
Holy crap, I'm actually allowed to play. First time this set.
Battle 2. Engage.
I don't know why I thought he was red, but I thought he was going further.
Excellent.
That was bad. That's the grim mirror in a nutshell. There, Jita. Our character's defense sucks. Our character's defense sucks, and our character's offense is really good. What is What's his choice to do after this is the question. Sweep. Oh, 2H. Why are you trying the 2H? You're hitting the tornado. What's up, Nixie?
Battle 2. Engage.
Haha, I win. Come on, you're playing Grimnir and you fell for the day one? Damn. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty funny. I do like the idea someone said that you're able to choose I like the idea that someone said that give Grimnir like 7 colors or 8 colors you can choose from, and then that color is what color your seals are, to make it less likely that you're going to mix up what colors you are with a different Grimnir. Belial got nerfed a few patches ago. And Grimnir wasn't even top 1 last patch. Versusia was. I hate you, Aqua. Aqua just wants all the chaos. Aqua just wants nothing but chaos, no matter what. Yeah, there was discussion about that for Beerus, like what would happen if you're able to you're able to kick other characters other Beerus's orbs as if it was your own, kind of like how Echoes can hit back each other's time winders, kind of like that, but with Beerus orbs.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Yeah, typically I'm pretty good at remembering what seal color I am, and then there are some times where I just forget. What's a rare mirror, Grimnir or Beerus? Honestly, Beerus was. Honestly, I think the Beerus mirror was rare. Of course, both are incredibly rare. Well, you know, as Grim is an honest low tier and never lie. See, there you go. You tried saying Grimnir top 1, but there you go. Undeniable proof, since Nixie can lie, that Grimnir is low tier. The nerf to his fuzzy absolutely killed his offense. So now the only thing he has is high damage. That's not what I wanted.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
You and me both, Aaron. Playing as the character that constantly wants to go in the air. Vayne will always be the arch enemy of Grimnir, since he is the character that snipes people out of the air. God, how does that keep missing? Why does that autocorrect? No, Vane's based on what we want to do, it technically would fit to have Vane be our arch nemesis. That being said, though, we all know that Vane's not our worst matchup. It just kind of fits to have Vane be our arch nemesis. The character that constantly goes in the air compared to the character that wants you to go in the air. What a 2L. Damn, I should have gone for the day one there.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
The matching of 2H. Like I got Grid Masters in 40 minutes and 30 on near that point. Oh, she used to be. God knows. Only there's a very small amount of people that miss those days. Why do I do things?
Battle 3. Engage.
He mashed? Alright. To nerf happened to her. Yeah, imagine releasing a character. Imagine releasing a character, then having to emergency nerf her, right? Could never happen to a game like Dragon Ball Fighters. I mean, like, imagine a character being so strong, and then actually nerfing her. I mean, crazy. What a thought. Is Vayne good? He's all right. He unironically does good into Grimnir.
Here begins Fate's episode. Grimnir versus Percival. Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Oh yeah, the Infinite with 20 billion stars. Yeah, well, at this point, it's like one new game. What's new game that's being led by the creator of Guilty Gear and one of the people that create a bunch of the Blaze Blue OSTs. Unless he's heading a brand new fighting game, a brand new fighting game that Arcsys hadn't done before, then Blaze Blue's kind of dead. I doubt they would announce the next Guilty Gear while they're still in the middle of the current season pass.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Yeah, you would think the next Guilty Gear would technically be on the horizon, but they are still in the middle of the current season pass, with Lucy more likely getting her trailer at Evo. Oh, there's a whole lot of rollback frames going on right now.
Battle 2. Engage.
Yeah, So unless it really does end up being the next Guilty Gear, despite them still in the middle of the season, then yeah, kind of unless it's a brand new game, then yeah, BlazBlue is kind of it. Kind of where all the manifesting is going on Twitter right now. Everyone just being like, there's no way it's Dragon Ball FighterZ 2, because there's no way in hell we're doing another tag fighter, right? So it's like BlazBlue's gotta be it. It could be like I said, it could very well be a brand new game for a brand new series.
Here begins Fate's episode. Percival versus Grimner. Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
So I'm kind of joining the rest of Twitter and assuming that it is BlazBlue. And if anything, that also fits the question of why BlazBlue was a side event at the Arc World Tour last year. So that maybe they're preparing everyone for the next BlazBlue to come out. Get people, start reminding people, oh yeah, BlazBlue exists. Like I said, or it could be something entirely different. Who knows? All I know is good chance we'll get a couple Marvel characters tomorrow at least. So we get to look forward to that, right?
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
I'm honestly surprised that they haven't put rollback on Central Fiction.
Battle 2. Engage.
Like it wouldn't surprise me if for the announcement they're gonna be like, yep, and now our new game, now our new game, BlazBlue something something, and then at the end of the trailer, and during the trailer where it says such and such will have rollback, they're going to reveal the logos to Central Fiction and cross tag and they're both going to say now with rollback. That's basically what I would expect from Red. Shaman V, that's what I appreciate. Oh, they do? Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, I could have sworn they had roll. I could have sworn Central Fiction had rollback. He confused me then. Never mind. Well, man, if there's a new Blaze Blue, then Shigami, you can tell me what character to play. Yeah, what I remember, multiple of you guys know a shit ton about Blaze Blue, so it won't be very hard to get tips on who to play. Yeah, funny story about that Aqua. This was probably about like 2 years ago. When Apology Man was streaming Blaze Blue Central Fiction. I think when they added rollback to Central Fiction. I went to his stream and I'm like, so if I were to try this game, who do you think I would play? He said Arakune. Because Arakune is the annoying set play mix-up character that absolutely everyone hates. And I'm like, fair. Kokonoe was the character that I had decided to play when I did try out Central Fiction a little bit. And then the character that the Paragon people told me to try was... Izanami. Was the one that G-Tech told me to play. Did those three pretty much hit the nail on the head pretty much? Basically those three. Oh yeah, fair.
Marvelous.
手に決まった。殺してやる。ここからだ。
The last one tends to not be that annoying for me. For some reason, the second one occasionally gets me. Yeah, it's because I let go of up too early.
Great.
I don't know. I'm just saying people always recommend it.
Here begins Fate's episode.
But yeah, haven't seen gameplay of oh, we found salts.
Believe in victory.
Having seen gameplay of Arcuna, I got why people wanted me to play him. Since you literally fly around and be annoying until you fill the bar up, and then you just murder people with about 20 billion mix-ups.
Battle 2. Engage.
Yeah, Blazepool always did look interesting, but because of how old the game is and how little it's played pretty much outside, since it literally since basically it's just a side game, I never really thought too much about putting too much time into learning it. Oh dear lord. What the fuck? Salt's a SoCal. How did it get that laggy?
Believe in victory.
That was weird.
Battle 1. Engage.
But yeah, so I'd like to see a new BlazBlue. I can get a I can have a faster style anime 1v1 game to play. So I think BlazBlue is probably closer to my speed than this game is. Granted at this point, what even is my speed anymore now having played this game and been a top player in it for I don't know how long you guys think since I've been considered a top player, like 7 months, 8 months? Yeah, that's when it came to Evo, you said much better starting around Evo UFA. The tournament prior to Evo was CEO, where I placed my first top 8, And you know what happened? You want to know what happened about a month before I made my first top 8 at CEO? I swapped to Grimnir. I just found my character, and it gets so much better from there. That's basically me in a nutshell. I'm not a very good fighting game player unless I find my character. Good try. Hey. Nah, Reverend, lest you forget. Yeah, when I play a non-Zane character, I can be pretty good to good at fighting games, I think. But when I really find a character that fits how I play, especially if they're good, that's when I have a chance to be a great to top player. And Dragon Ball, I was a good player, and then I started actually being able to beat Jonathan Tene and some of those top guys when I picked up Beerus again in season 3. I didn't get my first Grand Blue top 8 until CEO, and that was the first tournament I took Grimnir to. Crazy what happens when you find a character you enjoy and that fits how you play the game. But also, at the same time, it also sucks because I now very much am always looking for that, and I have a hard time playing any character that isn't that. Definitely one of my weaknesses as a player. My inability to play characters that aren't me. Where you see top players in Grand Blue or in pretty much any fighting game who can basically pick up any character and then do stupid well with them.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Only zoner character I like is Eustace. I did mess around with Matera a bit. And the person who said if I don't like Beelzebub, I'm probably not going to like Matera. I mean, you weren't entirely wrong. Good throw. Poo, poo, poo. And I just know for a fact I'm not going to like Fairy, so I just haven't even bothered with that.
Battle 2. Engage.
What are the odds this actually works? Huh. It actually worked. Death to yellow grenade. And that's probably fair. Also, the reason why I don't actually dislike him. At the same time, not exactly wrong. Matera is a set play mix-up monster with butterflies. Fairy constantly goes for the high-low with GG. So Nada Genji, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Hello, hello, hello. So I mean, it's not exactly wrong. At some point, I probably should just start depending on how I should really start figuring out the possibility of me just learning how to do better at playing rushdown characters, because obviously I like my set play characters, obviously, but the main thing I like along with set play characters is speedy characters. I like air movement. I just like movement in general. Blame Dragon Ball, but I like my movement. But most of the time, the speedy characters tend to be the rushdown ones. They did a great job designing her and animating her and doing basically everything for her, except making her a viable character. Oh, I know, Aaron. We've had this discussion before. You will play anything and everything that is top 1 or top tier, pretty much. A trait that I wish I possessed. I don't care if the character's top tier. If it doesn't fit how I play or I don't have fun playing them, I just cannot play them.
Here begins Fate's episode.
Also, apparently shout outs to Target. No, apparently I don't know if it's all Targets or it's just some Targets. Apparently, some Targets are no longer selling Pokemon cards anymore because they're sick and tired of all the scalpers. Which is why I'm still very scared for the day. I'm still very scared for the day that Grimnir eventually gets nerfed down to being a bad character, like everyone wants him to be. So it's like, what do I do then? Maybe they'll buff Avatar to be good, and I can just play him. An entirely new thing to complain. People complain about.
ちのいい勝利だ。そんなに小さ
Believe in victory.
That just hit her parry and the animation thing didn't happen. Here's the hope and wilderness is cool.
Battle 2. Engage.
Even if he ends up not fully being a Zane character, here's the hoping. That was a thing. No, it didn't let me dash away this time. We're mashing. Oh. I want to see if I can get away. I want to see if that would work twice. It did not. Nope. Easy bait. Here's the open for a new Blaze Blue. Or honestly, if they just you know don't announce any new fighting game, I'm okay with that too. We kind of already have too long of a list of new games coming out as is. So I'll honestly be okay with that too.
Here begins Fate's episode. Grimner.
How's the both match of this patch? It sucked last patch. It's even worse this patch. Because Bubs is stronger and we're weaker.
In victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Yeah, that's fair. We can get a new Blaze Blue for you, since that way you have something that's not attack fighter. Most shadows pretty much. Characters with ultimate projectiles and characters with DPs tend to do well against them, since they have ways to answer both his dash and his charge arrows. That's not gonna reach. I don't know why I did that. I could not tell you about that matchup. You probably would have to ask someone else. I honestly do not know what the 2B Bubs matchup would be. Yeah, honestly, I have no idea why they removed fuzzies. Because we all know the reason they remove fuzzies is not because some players get hit by the so-called fuzzy, and they don't understand why they're getting hit. So we just decided to remove them. Yeah, we all know that ain't the reason why. But I said this before when it first happened, and I stick by it. Anyone who's good enough to be at the level where they're fighting against a Grimnir who's doing a fuzzy, or they're doing the fuzzy themselves, will know what a freaking fuzzy is. I don't know, you could always do the best of both worlds there, Mike, and just grab Siegfried. Giant ass anti-air, giant ass normals, the DP. I don't know. I think they just did. I think they just did it because they wanted to nerf Grimnir, but they didn't know how to nerf Grimnir. They're probably not framing prepping her with enough plus frames due to the fact that her grab is now 5 frames.
Here begins Fate's episode. Galleon versus Grimnir.
Sounds good. Have a good night there, Chris.
Believe in victory.
Good luck with the Arcsys thing tomorrow. Appreciate it. Fingers crossed it goes well, right? I'm sure you'll hear many a yelling and possibly you'll either hear much excitement or much complaining from me starting from after tomorrow. Have a good night, alright? Might come to Rose. Okay, that'd be cool. You're gonna come and try to steal points from BSG? That's fair. I don't know either. Fair enough. With any luck, I won't even need to do anything at risk. If I'm able to somehow win both Boston and Thunderstruck, which is possible. Unlikely, yes, but it is possible. then I technically wouldn't even need to go to risk. I'd already have maximum points possible for gold events without going to a gold plus. No, we stopped running into ULs after the first 45 minutes of the stream. We fought only ULs for the first 45 minutes of the stream, and we have not run into a single one since. I honestly don't. Honestly, I actually don't even know what to do. Aaron, question. If out of I don't want to call it a miracle, but if it ends up happening, where I end up getting enough, where I end up actually winning 2 more gold events, and there's still a few tournaments left in the year that I was planning on going to. What do you think I should do? Do I just straight up stop competing because I no longer get points, or do I go anyways? That's something I was debating with myself a little bit earlier when I thought about the fact that I'm only getting 2 more golds worth of points, and I'm going to like 4 more gold events. So I was like, there's technically a chance I could win 2 of them. I don't know. It's like I want to go, I want to play, I want to compete, I want to see people. But at the same time though, it's probably a bit of a dick move to go to a gold event and steal points from people when I literally cannot get any points even if I win. I don't know, something to worry. At this point, I'm not gonna worry about it too much right now. I'll worry about if I somehow manage to get 2 more gold wins within the first couple. I'm only going to 4, and I would need to win 2 to make the next ones not pointless to go to.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
And there's technically a chance that Meg might be there's technically a chance that Meg might end up being legal for the events. I don't know, like I said, something to worry about if I somehow manage to actually win 2 gold events within the first couple of tries. Because like I said, that's I'm going to 4 gold events, so this discussion is all assuming that I win 2 out of the next 2 or 3 gold events, or 2 or 3 gold events that I go to. Because even if I win Evo, technically going to those gold events to get points is technically good because that only helps me with the leaderboard. Like I said, something to worry about. Something to worry about if that manages to happen.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
I ain't gonna worry about it. I ain't gonna worry about it unless it does. I can't win everything as much as I would like to. But I'm gonna be doing my best to win everything though. Don't ask. So I will not have a good answer for you.
Battle 2. Engage.
Yeah, I got away with that against BSG. Okay, not exactly that, but pretty damn similar since I literally dashed upwards. With no seals left except for the ones on the ground. Not bad. Also, what you don't understand, just the fact that Grimnir is able to do that is what makes him broken.
Here begins Fate's episode. Grimner versus Belia. Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
As long as we're in agreement about your lack of understanding there, Aqua. Do what you want to do, man. Do what you want to do. What you gonna do, what you wanna do. You can dream every day.
You win.
someone has to do it, right? Yeah. Oh shit. We're good. So good. Oh boy. Ole.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
God, out of range. Freedom! Nope. Ole.
Battle 2.
I guess Reverend's not having his samurai moments. Interesting. Jesus. One, two, three. Okay. I didn't know freaking Belial's grab auto corrected. Apparently Belial's ultimate parry grab thing auto corrects. Understandable. Very much understandable.
Here begins Fate's episode. Moe versus Grimner. Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
It used to be fun, you know. Sure, Aqua. Blaine probably got buffed. Nope.
Battle 2. Engage. Marvelous.
Shut, dude. Yeah, unfortunately, for non Luane's, Luane's ultimate bone wheel might be the second best ultimate projectile in the entire game. That was interesting. He went for one mix-up that entire time. That was... Pushed me all the way to the corner, and then went for one low. Two lows. Now witness the power of two lows. Bone wheel broken. Wait, what? They do EX parry or something? For that? I think he did EX parry by accident.
Here begins Fate's episode. Grimner versus Metal.
And Harp.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Let's try and stay above 25, and then we'll probably call it a stream since we're going to be doing a long stream tomorrow. The reason I say that is because I very much could lose the Harp here, especially if I fail to roll the arrows like that. Gosh, he recovers so quick.
Battle 2. Engage.
Matera.
Battle 3. Engage.
Butterfly, go away. Good challenge.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Especially able to block that guard cancel. That's Matera arrows. I don't know why I'm surprised. I do not know why I'm surprised. Kind of getting the same sense of why are people surprised when Grimnir kills people.
Battle 2. Engage.
I mean, am I wrong?
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Hey, we can always just to steal the line from BSG. Hey, we're just doing what mid tiers are known to do. That's what he said about Vasaraga post buffs. God, why does that freaking hit so?
Battle 2. Engage.
Okay, is this the last round, or we gotta keep going? Find out right now. Now when I press the wrong button. Yeah, kind of hard to beat a dude's ass when I press skill when I meant to sweep. That was stupid. That was so very stupid of me. I wanted sweep in reaction to the butterfly, but I accidentally pressed skill rather than just use, so I got seal. I suck. How's that, G-Tech? Oh, gotta keep going then.
Here begins Fate's episode. Grimner versus Siegfried. Believe in victory.
We're not 12-5 anymore, so gotta keep going. Yep.
Battle 2. Engage.
People really like to check me.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Good movement there, Zane. Good movement.
Excellent.
Blah blah blah.
Down. Battle 2. Engage.
That was not supposed to be a tyrant. That was not supposed to be a tyrant he dashed. That was just supposed to be a dash. Just wanted to dash upwards there. Almost had a cool conversion. Almost. Which I was as good at doing a red blow against red blow or anti-airing a red blow and fatal fury as I am at spot dodging raging strikes. Yeah, well, I'm not getting a combo conversion from that. I'm not getting a combo from that or anything. I was trying to pick up the combo into a 214 U to kill there.
Here begins Fate's episode. Siegfried versus Grimner.
The U-crest would just hit though. At the same time though, since I'm facing the wrong direction, the seals would go in the opposite direction of him too, which honestly is probably also isn't great. But in that situation, doing it raw is incredibly risky. Also, I end up facing the wrong direction, so that wouldn't have fit either way. Either way. Yeah, so just going for a JM, and then if it hits, go for the 214U to kill. And then if it misses, I'm landing first anyway, so it's fine either way. It still would have been a cool ass conversion though if I didn't fail it. That being said though, with the crystals we have, if I win this 2-0, then I will see you guys tomorrow. If I don't, then we gotta keep her going. Because for no reason, I want to be at 12-5. Why, it's a good number. I'm really bad at my cool. Pretty bad at my cool conversions the last two games. That also would have been a cool kill conversion. Redeemer really likes these dashing button around thirds. 668 round third, 66M round third there. I wish I could say that was planned. It wasn't, but it worked.
Battle 2. Engage.
You're welcome, Harp. Sweep. Sweep. Sweep.
この勝利誉れとするがいい。
Curious why Redeemer's playing Siegfried. Then again, if he's going from Onray to Siegfried, then he's at least a lot more used to the slower speed than me. Who's streaming right now? Just because it would be funny, we're going to raid someone with the name Freakmaster, a Grand who is currently streaming Grand Blue, but they're streaming oh wait a second, they're rewatching their matches. Never mind, this person was at Chain Shift, so yeah, let's raid them. We're gonna raid someone who was at Chain Shift, who I have completely forgotten because I am terrible with names. But that will be it for me, so thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. For the channel, as always, to the Trunks with the 37, as well as Miss Chrysalis with the 14. I appreciate the support, guys. Like I said, this is going to be it for me. Tomorrow is Variety Thursday, so we're going to be doing some Lies of P DLC, at least until 6 o'clock, where we have the Arc System Works Showcase, where, fingers crossed, we get something good. So until then, hope you guys have a good rest of your day and night. Whatever time it is for you guys, because time zones, as always, are a very weird thing. Until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.